Justice for CweCwe. Bro, it's a very sad day in South Africa. Really, really sad. Really sad. I mean, South Africa has more drama than Hollywood. CweCwe, she's a 7-year-old girl that was raped, apparently by the school principal, right? And it's gotta be the school principal because at the beginning, the school principal never wanted to give his DNA sample. And one thing that is most shocked is that the school principal is being represented by AfriForum. Man, what a joke! What a joke! Like, this is not about white or black, it's about South African crimes in general, which is an adult penetrated in a small girl, 7-year-old girl, and abused and raped the little kid. I don't know. Thinking about your child, if this was you and that was your child, right? It doesn't matter the race, the color, whatever. Somebody come to you and rape your child. What would you do? A 7-year-old kid, man. So people are marching, and everybody is really, really discussing in South Africa whether you are orange, brown, purple, pink, or whatever. All right. So this is by Tando Nondiwana. Justice for CweCwe. Activists demand action over child rape case. Activists demand justice for a 7-year-old allegedly raped at a school in Eastern Cape, right? Highlighting South Africa's struggles against gender-based violence. Gender-based violence in South Africa is very huge. And me, as a Central African living in South Africa, and I'm always wondering, why do men in South Africa always trying to take an advantage of female? I don't understand this thing. Right? Cultural difference about respecting women, it's really different in South Africa. Like in 2019, we had a rape case against Uyinyenye, right? Now, damn, bro, like this is like actually big because there is many rape cases that they are not being represented to the mainstream so people can see, right? And now this is CweCwe, a 7-year-old kid that has been raped by people are suspecting more the school principal because he refused to cooperate for the first time. He is not holy, right? That's like there is no smoke without a fire. The moment that you just refuse to cooperate means people are pointing finger on you, right? Despite progressive laws and ongoing campaigns against gender-based violence, GBV, activists say South Africa is far from turning the tide on the crisis. The recent case of a minor known as CweCwe allegedly raped at Bergview College in the Eastern Cape has ignited outrage over systematic failures in handling the case involving the 7-year-old. This is actually hundreds of people in Braamfontein, that's Johannesburg, took the streets on Sunday under the banner "Justice for CweCwe," while a nationwide mass shutdown to various departments of education across the country were planned, including demonstration to hand over a petition at the union buildings. Investigation delays and accountability concerns. I mean, South Africa, everything is always delayed. Like, everything is always delayed. Killing AKA, people are delaying to find out who killed AKA. Finding about Senzo Meyiwa, process who killed the biggest goalkeeper in South Africa. Nobody. Like you do, nobody. I mean, everything is always delayed. Nobody. Now, justice for CweCwe, because this actually was done last year in October, the 14th of October. That when it was done. And now it's only coming out right now. And I encourage a lot the brave woman, the mother of that child, the way she knew that she has a voice and she can utilize her voice on social media. I'll play a little bit of the podcast when she went on the podcast and spoke about how her voiceless child, was dragged and abused. Man, it's really I don't know if everybody understand is closer here, but it's really, really, really bad. Really, 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 really bad. So me, I live close to the Parliament of South Africa here in Cape Town. And yesterday, I mean, the protest was huge. The protests were super, super, super huge. So, according to reports, since October when the incident happened, there has been no progress in the investigation. DNA evidence was allegedly collected from the minor, while two of the three suspects have provided DNA sample for testing. Right? However, the school principal refused to provide his DNA. The incident reflects a broader failure of the system to protect vulnerable children. Shahida Omar of the Teddy Bear Foundation said. The school has failed in a significant way. It has not taken responsibility for fulfilling its mandate. The school should have ensured that proper procedures were followed, and then we don't know if the alleged suspect were vetted or screened against the sex offender or child protection register, she said. And the funny thing, these people, they had to sign the registration letter to the school, from the school to the mother of the minor children, of the minor child. They asked them to deregister at school because they knew already things is gonna come out, and it's gonna be like a very, very big thing, right? I'm gonna play something on YouTube so um you can see what the mother says, because yesterday I was watching that podcast, and then it was getting like almost
penetration, yes, but i-penetration sithatha ngomntwana oyintombazana apha, but i-penetration engasemva ayifani nengaphambili. Ngaphambili ufakile but not deeper compared to.
guys, I don't know you guys understand this also, but this is it's too much. I really don't think I'm gonna keep on playing this video because I'm keep on thinking about the violence, like the way she says the penetrations and shit and stuff like that. For the like that guy Jaku Peters is like 60 something year old or 50 something. Imagine just damn, fuck that man so much. You see, I don't think
Ngasemuva yabo. Sithini ke ngoku athi ubhala incwadi uyasirefera to i-psychologist so that yenze i-report, then you proceed to a police station solve the case. Okay, ndithatha abantwana ndibafake emotweni sodlula kusisi, sisi usebhizi, the helper, ndifonele my husband, baby umntana uRachel naye uyabuza njani nini besiphi, like kwenzeka ntoni naye apenike ngoku. Athi no, ndiyaza ndizozama ukuba mandiphume emsebenzini, ndithe ndisebhizi ndipheka ndisekitchen ndive my husband endibiza baby. But now i-penetration, yes, but i-penetration sithatha ngomntwana oyintombazana apha, but i-penetration engasemva ayifani nengaphambili. Ngaphambili ufakile but not deeper compared to.
What the heck?
Yabo. Sithini ke ngoku athi ubhala incwadi
God damn it.
Dada, which is my husband, complainer about umalume we-transport obuye late nabantwana esikolweni. Okay, abe sithi ke uzawukwazi.
So if you don't know, this is the mother of the kid that was raped, and she's telling the whole story. This was in October last year, but it's only blast out right now because everything in South Africa is taking slow. You know, it's taking time.
Bathethe nomalume yonke laa nto.
Man,
Okay.
especially when it comes to justice issues. And even though it comes to justice issue, they were just gonna bail them out and then it's done. I don't understand it, man. Like,
ndiqonda uba uzothatha over kotata akho problem. Umntwana akananto ukuthi akho nto esolisayo that umntwana udlwenguliwe. Kulalwe nyhani. Tuesday umntwana avuke ahamba esikolweni akathethi into umntwana and yonke into inormal endlini, nam ndivuka ndimsebenzini yonke into right. Now I've got a 1-year-old.
She means on Tuesday when the child was supposed to get up and go to school, and she was not speaking, she was not in a good mood, and they were started to wondering like what's going on, because the child was dragged, right? She doesn't remember what happened because they knew, like 7-year-old kid actually can tell a story, right? Because I remember us when we started to fast, we were 6 years old in a Muslim community. So they dragged us so she can't say anything.
Son or brother CweCwe. Now on the day ke sivuke engekho right, so mna ndivuke ndimsebenzini ndithi no baby mandihambe ndimsebenzini, then utata yena ashiyeke endlini, which is my husband, ashiyeke naye umntana athi uzomthatha amse kwi-GP. Ahambe nomntana ngenyani amse kwi-GP. Ndithe sendifikile emsebenzini I felt like uba mandihambe nto-assista utata kwi-GP. Then ndifike kwagqirha, ndifike sebesithi baphumile bayothatha i-medication epharmacy. Nyhani ndiye kubo, then we drove home. Normally xa ndiphume early emsebenzini ndiye ndidlule esikolweni ndimpick up umntana because umntana ufunda etown eBellevue College. Ndiye ndidlule ndimthathe but
She goes to Beckview College. It's in town, right?
lamini kwakho around 11 and isikolo siphuma ngo-2, so I was like kuse-early masami. Now sasidicayidile because endlini sine-mini farm nje sinengulube nani. So sithi masivele sihlinze ihagu for ipati because besewenza ipati for i-1-year-old son nge-weekend because namhlanje it's on Tuesday, yes. So utata kabizi ke the neighbors like amadoda kuba mazomsiza like exhela ihagu. Nyhani exhela ihagu umntana abuye ke ngexesha eli-right now today. No.
If you don't understand, I will translate the most important part for you, like because it's very dangerous.
Late, like umalume afike ngexesha eli-right. Xa ifika umntwana abuye on Mondays ke unxiba i-tracksuit, Tuesday unxiba grey pants. Abuye unxibe ijacket and I'm like sisi kuyatshisa ngaphandle.
She said on Monday they wear tracksuits, on Tuesday they wear grey pants. So yeah.
Why unxiba ijacket? Ayehlise nje anziphe ijacket. Manifika ndibone ukuba ugrey lo izip ayinyokanga and also i-button le yakhe ayifaswanga. Ndithi sisi why unxibe kanje? Avela angaphenduli, sise-dining room avela straight to i-bedroom yakhe. Abuye.
So they're asking her why she was wearing a jacket while today they had to wear some grey pants and stuff like that. And the zip, there was some issue with the zip. Yeah.
Abuye kuyabraywa inyama like ku-right sihleli sonke apha uyabona khona futhi nosisongcedisayo. Akho ngxaki. Sihlale sitye inyama around 6 umntana complain ngesisu uba uphethwe sisisu. Ahambe ayilu abuye within 10 minutes athi mama nesisu again. Ahambe umntwana ayilu. Xa ibuya nawo akasakwazi ukuhamba kakuhle. Uyakhawuleza kukubuya akahlali uyakhawuleza. Mama ndinengxaki yesisu. Xa ibuya ke bhuti mna ndivele ndithi mna okay maybe ebe constipated umntana because ukhala ngento.
Like she been going to the bathroom like after 10 minutes and 10 minutes. She doesn't want to come back, So the mother thought maybe the kid is constipated because when she's taking long in the bathroom and then, were you forcing to maybe they think you are constipated. So that was like, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody was thinking about this incident.
Uthi isempundu isebheke ndithatha ipanado mna ndimnike umntana ndimselise, ndithatha antidiarrheal because uthi uyakhiphe ndimnikeze antidiarrheal.
So they gave her antidiarrheal and Panados. Panados, like paracetamol, is very popular in South Africa. It's just like to calm you down and for a painkiller and stuff like that. So she decided to give a child all of those things.
Ndimnxibise ile nto ke iipijama zakhe ayolala umntana. Ndithi sisi should over anything cela unditouch. Now endlini yakhe.
So if you hear something, if you feel something, please let me know, like touch me, right?
Akhe kulala nomntana lo wam oyinkwenkwe and then ne-helper balala bonke. Ndithi once ufile anything ebusuku uhambe uzonokha ekamereni yethu so that sicheke ukuba kwenzeka ntoni. Okay mama. Now that.
So she said they sleep together with the helper, and if you feel something, please let her know and let me know.
umntana bengekho right, like my 1-year-old son bengekho right on a Tuesday. So decide ukuba okay, mandivuke ndipheka isapha to assist help, so that angabe epheka isenza zonke izinto on a Wednesday now because umntwana akekho right. Ndithe ndisebhizi ndipheka ndisekitchen ndive my husband endibiza baby use-dining room, ewe baby ndibana no-Alu e-dining room, Alu akakwazi ukuhamba. Hayibo u-Alu, now I can see u-Alu impundu uzikhuphile.
So she wanted to cook because it was Wednesday afternoon, and so she can take advantage of tomorrow. And then the husband is asking where is the child. I didn't get that right, but apparently something is happening to her bats, like the kid, right?
Khuphe kakhulu now ziphumile. I'm like, sis utheni? Athi mama ndivuke 3 times ebusuku bekubuhlungu. Ndithi ba sis bekumele ubundivusile nje but ingabi nangxaki, and besihlutshwa yi-load shedding at the time. So ndithatha ifowuni ke mna ndithi yiza siseroom.
And then it was loud shedding, so they couldn't see anything properly, right? Something is happening at the back, bro. Like, god damn, I'm thinking about just going start to box that guy like poop, 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 until he bleeds, and then he tell the truth, and then we gave him the age that he has to jail, like no bail, nothing, so he can rot in jail and he can die in jail in peace, right? Eye for eye, right? Eye for an eye, yeah. That's it. It's the rule. That's like the biggest rule in the Bible is like eye for an eye, right?
yakho nizokuchecka eback. So afike ke ndithi you must kneel ke girl, agibele phezu kwebhedi yakhe anile.
So there was loud shedding and they couldn't see properly. So she asked the little girl to kneel down so she can open up the bag so they can see.
Akhupha impundu. Mandifika ihole ingaka.
What the fuck? Guys, I'm done. Like, I'm done. She says she saw the hole is bigger like this. God damn it. So you can see the size of that guy dick, like penetrated.
Semove enganeni yabo. Like hayibo. Ndithi
What
baby
the
hayi
hell?
izojonga kwenzeka ntoni emntaneni. Xa ifika naye hayibo. Utheni umntana? Still but indaba ye-rape ayifika kuthi. Ayifika indaba ye-rape kumntwana oRachel, but ndibona phaa I can see uba ayingeke. Ikhona into erongo apha. And ndibona ne-bubbles still ayifika indaba ye-rape ukuthi I won't lie, ayifika indaba ye-rape. Now ndithi ngekhe because ebengayanga mos ubaby emsebenzini on a Tuesday, now Wednesday. Did you know when I am emsebenzini, because we both working for SAPS. Ndithi iya emsebenzini mna ndizothatha umntana ndimse kwagqirha. Nyhani I called my boss ndimxelela uba ngeke ndileqisa umntwana kwagqirha akekho right. Nyhani ndiphume 8:30 sibe sifika kwi-GP. Xa sifika kwi-GP ndingunumber 3 kwi-queue, iyahamba ilayini, but still umntwana keeps on saying mama ndifuna ukuya ebathroom, ahamba ebathroom abuye athi mama
Every
aphume into, but iyafuna.
Like every time she was asking the mother she wanna go ndifuna a bathroom. So she was asking the mother every time to go to the bathroom, like, because the thing is like too big, bro. Like she has nothing else like to hold. Like you know what I'm saying, man. Like, god damn.
But ayiphumi yabo. I'm like no sis uzoba right, but sesongena kwagqirha. Mind you nje bendibona yonke le nto but u-red around still ayifika indaba ye-rape. Singene consultation room, afika ugqirha. Xa ifika ugqirha,
Now they went to the consultation room. They're trying to check and see what's happened to the kid.
athi hayibo yizola bejoke yabona, yizola bekuzisobhoy namhlanje ndihamba naye uboy. I-help ke ndiyithathile because icele ukuba ndiyoyidropha eShoprite yenza izinto zayo then sibesishiyeka thina. Athi ugqirha, ndithi gqirha umntana ulimele, andazi ulinyazwe yintoni but eback andazi kwenzeke ntoni, mkhulu umngxuma wakhe. Athi ugqirha no makalale ngecala. Manje mna ndithi mna bendimgoqisile, athi yena makalale ngecala anyuse impundo eyi-1 like 1 palm. Xa isithi inyama ivele iphumeka, so athi yo this is beyond my
Oh shit. I don't know if you understand that. It's very sad. I think I'm not gonna watch this thing anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
ngecala manje umnandi ithi mina bendimgoqise athena makalale ngecala anyuse imfundo yi-1 like 1 bam xa isithi inyama ivele iphume
Nah, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. What she says is when they were checking at the kid at the back. She's a 7 years old kid. So they were checking her, and then the mother asked the kid to lift one side of her bum, right? By lifting one side of her bum, the meat of the body came out. Guys, I don't know what you guys saying about this, but I can't watch that thing anymore. You know, you guys that have kids, protect your kids. If the only best advice I'm gonna ask you, if you have kids, like especially if they are male or female, take them to the kickboxing academy, capoeira academy, jiu-jitsu academy. They have to learn how to protect themselves. They have to. Like me, I have 2 daughters, so I already tell them like at 5-year-old we go like kickboxing academy. All right. I remember when it was Rocking the Daisy in 2019. One lady told me that when she went home, some people tried to steal from her, to rob from her, and what she did, she beat them because she was doing kickboxing. Kickboxing, it's the only way you can protect your girls because it's all about defense and attack. So you have to do that, right? Because this is very bad. Like, I don't want to hear those things. Take them in out of your mind. If whatever you are, just post justice for CweCwe, right? You know how it's been spelled. It's CweCwe, right? Yeah, just post it, and you will see the reaction from people, just the awareness. And whoever done that thing, we need the footage, camera footage. We need every single things. Like the South African government has to punish these people so much, and there won't be any bail. Like they got to refuse the bail, and this has got to be like national trial. Like everybody got to watch, everybody got to see it, right? So in Cape Town, the march was big because Cape Townians, they don't play. The march was super big. This is the march. This is the march in Cape Town. You can see this is Adderley Street, Cape Town Justice for CweCwe, Face of April. That was yesterday. You're gonna be shocked with this news actually.
This is the shocking case which the whole of South Africa is talking about right now. And there's been some big updates. Birdview College, a school in the Eastern Cape, has been deregistered by the department after a 7-year-old girl was raped on the school premises. The reason the school has been deregistered is because they are refusing to cooperate with the parents and police in the investigation. And shockingly, the school apparently...
So, man, like, I really don't understand, like, South Africa, how all these things happening and people are refusing, like, who's above the government? Like, I don't know. Damn, man. I really don't understand this thing. Like, just a school decide to, because they've made some horrible demonic actions, that's not even a mistake. Like targeting a little child, right? I'm not playing the race card over here, but an old principal raping a black child. I mean, there is so many crimes over there. It's number one, they drag the child. Number two, the guy is old. And then I shouldn't be playing race card, but that motherfucker is a racist asshole, right? Now they have the audacity of deregistering their school so that the police cannot investigate them. Like, what kind of audacity is that, man? Like, no, whether you want it, you don't want it, they will investigate you. And then, secondly, thirdly, or fourthly, he refused to give out his sample so they can do the DNA test, right? We're not gonna talk about black and white in South Africa. We're heading out for those stories, right? But that I don't know how to describe that guy. I just wish bad thing happened to him. Like very, very worse. If they're gonna somebody else gonna hire some hitman to go and shoot his ass, you know, or also rape his kid, that can be like a 50-50. That will be good because he got to feel what he did to somebody else, right?
He told the parents not to make a scene about the incident and even requested that the child move to a different school. And now the police have announced that
What the heck, bruh? Like, what the heck? You rape someone, you tell the family, don't do anything about this, and you tell the kid you're not gonna be continue studying here anymore. You have to move. Like, bro, like what kind of world are we living in right now? Like, seriously. My goodness.
suspects, two of which are staff members at the school. And one of these suspects is the school principal. I can't share a lot of information about the incident because it is heartbreakingly graphic. However, the whole country is demanding justice for this poor, innocent little girl, and there's been massive outcry on social media and in public marches. This is the shocking.
I know you're not gonna do anything about this, but I'm just asking you, if you're watching this just for solidarity, just drop up Justice for CweCwe on your WhatsApp. People can see and people can know like what's happening, because there is a petition there on Google. Just tap Justice for CweCwe petition. Let me find the petition. This is like the petition link is over here. You just drop everything over there, and at least CweCwe will have some people do something for her, because this gender violence nonsense has to finish in South Africa. It has really to finish. So there are quite a few people that protested, and then I'm gonna play for you what this guy said, because it's very sad.
Today was the marches, and honestly, it was a
This is
life-altering
Etan,
moment.
South Africa. Is replying to just Mologadi. I agree with you. And said in me today at the march in Cape Town. Cape Town, I wasn't expecting it to be this way, since our women and children have no race in particular. We should all be in unity, and it's hard to see one race representing the fight. This is
Me. I felt unity, I felt togetherness, and I felt like we were all fighting for one cause. But with that being said, I also felt like there's a stigma and a stereotype in our country. Race shouldn't be associated with marches and protests. And there's a stereotype in South Africa that white people just don't protest and don't march, unless it's the Zuma Must Fall protest.
white
But
people don't protest, they don't march. This is look, if you are a white person in South Africa, I'm not talking about Europe or America, they do protest, because when we saw some Black Lives Matter movements, you see like everybody come out, whether you are Indian, Chinese, Latino, white, black, gray, yellow, green, pink. People are protesting for a cause, right? Because they want the best for their country. Unfortunately, here in South Africa, that thing is not the same. When, like, the reason why I'm saying it's not the same, because I live 45 seconds away from the parliament of South Africa, and every incident that's happening in the country for the past 5 years, I've been seeing it live with my eyes. And I will tell you why people don't march. They don't fucking care about what's going on, like some cause and stuff and blah blah blah, and those kind of, they don't like, they don't, they better, they don't, they don't do it. They only show up when it's some events, some fundraising, it's like a money involved or politic, when they are about to track somebody down, like what Elon Musk has said, and then you see all of them, boom, they're coming out, right? Sadly, this is not coming from me, but we've seen that, right? And I don't understand, like, the reason why they don't do that is they think they're good, you know. But when something is happening, they are the number one to point fingers at other people, all right? And shouldn't be about race. Should be about humanity. Unfortunately, this is not coming from me. It's coming from Ethan, South Africa. Play, Ethan.
Today was really sad. In a way, there was a lot of sadness and there was a lot of celebration and a lot of victory. But I just felt like there was no representation on behalf of white people. Are we not all fighting for the same thing? I'm trying to understand, because my idea of marching and protesting is making sure that people hear our voices. Because it's really easy for our voices to be subdued when you have social media and when you've got so many other voices going on at the same time. So this is a space for everyone to get together and unite and give one strong voice. I don't know what the purpose is of this video. Maybe it's just my analysis. But I do hope that this video also encourages white people to start getting involved, start using your voices to empower other people. And let's get active. Let's start moving. Let's fight for a country where our women and children aren't fearful. I know I'm going to get the comments saying, oh, why are you bringing race into the situation? But when you're in a group of over 20,000 students and you can handpick 10 white students at that protest, it says something about what we believe in. Because we're a shared group. I don't know. Let's do better. Let's do better. That's what this video is doing. Let's do better. Today was the marches. And honestly,
he just said it all, bro. Like, he just said it all. Let's read some comments here and then you will see. I was the only white woman at PTA Pretoria protest today. I'm fucking angry about that too. But I was. But I fought for our sisters and children today. It was embarrassing, but I marched. We need to do better. I feel the same. Ethan, who raised you? I even like this one. The best mom ever, right? Ethan has 199 followers on TikTok and he's using his voice to do better things. In Durban yesterday, there were two, if I'm not mistaken, two white people, two white girls, two whatever. I hadn't heard any of marches. Are there any more coming up? I've never marched before, but I want to. For CweCwe, right? I'm proud of this mindset. Not just white people, but have you seen any Indian or colored people march with us? I mean, it's valid analysis. We weren't marching for little black kids. We were marching for every single baby in South Africa. But where was everyone else to share that same belief? Thanks for speaking up. Point. We were two in Polokwane that I saw. This is Virgilia. Name. Virgilia. What's Virgilia? Like, no, this shit was good. Shit like I'm trying to know her or something. There were two in Polokwane. I mean, and that
Today
was
the
hectic.
marches.
Two people only. You know, only two people. Because white people do not care about CweCwe, and this is the honest truth. People in the white community do not want to help. people like us are rare, and we need to expose the white community. You see, I think if it was rugby game South Africa versus New Zealand, then you will find every race. Our people are divided. Somebody just says where he's white. I only saw one white lady. So somebody say he's white, and then he put the story of CweCwe on the WhatsApp, and he had some messages, people asking him to remove it. I wish I could want to protest to be there in person, but I had to work, and I didn't have the means to get to a protest. So there is a lot of things white people they don't do, but South Africans, white, you got to do better. Like, I don't think black people hate white people in general. Black people hate what white people did to them. Like, it's just reciprocation. Like, if you do something bad to me, I'm gonna do something bad to you too. That's it. You come, you colonize, you implementing your laws to where you don't belong and stuff like that. Everybody's gonna hate that. This is happening everywhere, in Latino, in Asia, in America. It's not just it's not just about black and white. It's about many race against the white people, because they've done some horrible things. Everybody knows that, right? So it's not about black and white. We know that's like that the past, but it's not about that. It's about, look, if you live in a country where the race is like big things, then you got to find a way of come together. Right? So this is, where is this? I think East London. This is East London. I'm stopping because of the music. They might be not wanting it on.
We are outraged and deeply saddened by the brutal violation of a 7-year-old child at Backview College in Matatiele. This abhorrent crime underscores the relentless scourge of GBV that continues to plague our nation. It is a moral indictment on our society that predators still find refuge in institutions meant to safeguard children. Even more disgraceful is the involvement of organizations like AfriForum, who shield suspects rather than.
Why is AfriForum actually protecting those criminals? Like, so let me put this in the wall brackets. So AfriForum, that stand for white Afrikaners in South Africa. If you don't know the Afrikaners, they are descendants of the French colonizers, the Dutch, and the German in South Africa, right? They call themselves Afrikaners. I don't know why they call themselves Afrikaners. I don't know why they always use the word Afri. Afri, it's representing black, and they are white. I'm not hating, but I mean, like, they shouldn't use. They should look. If you are in America and you are black, they call African American, right? They don't call you American American, whatever, and stuff like that. And if you are in Europe, you come to Africa, you should be calling yourself European, and you are European. So instead of calling Afrikaners, then you were supposed to call yourself European. You know what I'm saying? That's make more sense, because you represent Europe from outside of Europe. But everything they always do is Afri. I'm not against that, but I always laugh. So when a Saudi Arabian student come from Saudi Arabia to come and learn English in South Africa, most of the time they always think like Afrikaans. It's a black language because it says Africa, right? And they will come from there. They'll be like, I'm going to South Africa. I want to learn Afrikaans. In their mind, they think like learning Afrikaans, they are learning a black language. And the people, I'm telling you this because I know the story. Actually, I have people that works at some English school, and I know so many English school agents. So when the kids are coming there, like the foreign kids, like Brazilians, French, or Arabs are the most popular. When they come here, they'll be like, I want to learn Afrikaans. And you're going to see like the white teacher going to be excited, or the colored teachers, because the people that have been calling colored here in South Africa, they are brownish, not like darkish. They'll be excited because they think like those guys, they want to learn Afrikaans is because they want to learn Afrikaans, they like Afrikaans. But in their mindset, those guys that want to learn, they think like they want to learn an African, like black language. So they shouldn't be giving themselves these names of Afri, and blah, 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 and stuff like that. And now because they are protecting some criminals, and then there is no value at AfriForum, then everything like the government is going to say against them, then I'm going to have to believe it, because I was not actually so sure about what Elon Musk has declared to them. By the way, Elon Musk is stepping out as a Doge, whatever. So 70,000 of Afrikaners signed the petition to go to America, while there is 4.5 millions. And I mean, like, why would you go to America, a country that doesn't recognize you? You're gonna become a refugee in someone's country and leave the country that you've been here for centuries and centuries. I don't understand. So anybody who think like is gonna go to America because he's white, South Africa doesn't give them that what they deserve, is actually seeking this in the head. You see, and those are the people come from AfriForum. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Standing for justice. In moments of such horror, there is no race, no politics, only humanity, Ubuntu. We demand the arrest and prosecution of all involved and call on the police for swift, thorough action. Enough is enough. We will not rest until every woman and child in South Africa is safe from such despicable acts.
I mean, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. South Africa has to do better. And this is Julius Malema.
There is no woman who needs protection. This nonsense that says let's protect women, it's wrong. Just stop attacking them. There won't be a need for protection, because it is us who attack women. There is no woman who needs protection.
Like Julius Malema just fixing it. Oh, yeah. Let's watch the last news.
Good evening, Cole. What we're asking in the letter, well, is that the police, and I listened to your previous guest, I couldn't agree with her anymore, that the police must expedite this investigation and they must lead to the arrest of a suspected perpetrator, and that person must be put on trial. We're sitting 5 months after this rape of this little girl, and the police don't appear to have made a breakthrough. But we also point out in this particular letter that there appears to be glaring gaps in the investigation. We point out in significant detail the timeline that has been provided. And the only inference that one can draw, if looking at the timeline, is that this rape did not take place at the school. So that's an avenue investigation we point out. We also point out and we address this public allegation that's being made that Mr. Peterson has not cooperated with the police. There is evidence of the meetings that have taken place not only between Mr. Peterson and senior police officials, including generals in the Eastern Cape, from last year, that he has fully cooperated, and so is the board from the school, in the investigation. The difficulty we find ourselves in here, and I just want to be clear on our role as well. We were approached by Mr. Peterson not as defense. Our office does not act as a defense officer. We do not defend accused persons. He approached us because he was receiving death threats online after being falsely accused of covering up this rape that took place in October last year. We first met with Mr. Peterson at the beginning of February, and he sought advice on whether or not he could pursue criminal charges against the people making those allegations. It was subsequent to that that he got hold of our office and said that he'd been approached by the investigating officer with a request that he provide a buccal sample. That's a swab from inside your mouth for DNA purposes.
Yeah.
Mr. Peterson asked the investigating officer whether he's a suspect and whether this was part of procedure. The investigating officer confirmed to him that he is not a suspect and that it was not part of procedure and that he was doing this request at the behest of the mother. It was then that he told the police officer, listen, I just want to take legal advice. We then wrote to the investigating officer, and we've made these letters public.
Yeah.
We wrote to the station commander at Matatiele, and we said, this is the request that's come in. Our client has cooperated with the police and is more than willing to cooperate with the police in obtaining the buccal sample, but please, can you follow due process? We have not heard back from the police. They have not responded to our queries. Yet there's this suggestion that the principal and anybody related to the school is not cooperating. We point all of this out in our latest letter, and we ask the police to please do what is expected of them.
Yeah. What has the principal told you as AfriForum about what actually happened at the school back in October last year? And subsequent to that, how he handled the complaint from the CweCwe family or from the little girl's family?
Well, first off, he wasn't at the premises on that afternoon that the rape allegedly took place. Bagview College has got 3 campuses. The one campus rather.
We're gonna have to watch the footage. That's it. Everything is recorded. Everything is on camera. So we're gonna have to watch the footage.
For grades 1 to 3, the other one is 4 to 7, and then the last one is for the high school kids. So there's 3 different campuses. His office is at the high school. This little child was picked up on the afternoon at the grades 1 to 3 campus. So he had no involvement in that whatsoever. However, he does say, and this is, the police must have this knowledge, is that there were 4 employees at the location where the little girl was picked up. It was 3 female teachers and the groundskeeper, who I'm sure you've heard from reports has also been implicated in the matter related to the child. The principal only got word of what had happened the following morning. And it was immediately that he initiated the various steps to engage with the mother and as well as the relevant parties in the department. All of this is contained, and clearly there's a significate timeline.
This guy is lying. Firstly, he refused. Secondly, why he sent the deregistration later to the mother of the allegedly raped kid? I mean, this is all just coming up on the defense of CweCwe, but justice is justice, and this time justice is going to be made. Guys, there's a lot of things. Let me know, what do you know in the comments, and please share the video. Please sign the petition. I've already signed the petition. I'm not gonna drop any link in my video. But go on Google and type justice for CweCwe petition, and you're gonna find it. CweCwe with CWH, and you're gonna find it. And let me know in the comment what I don't know, what I've mistaken. Let me know in the comment, and I will see you in the next video. If you are new here, please don't forget to hit the button, subscribe, activate that notification bell, so every time I upload, I do upload every single day. Every time I do upload, you get some great content, informative and educational and inspiring content. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.